That's so pretty. I don't even know if y'all can see the stars, but there's nice stars in the sky. Look at that moon. Oh my gosh. Alright, Goon Squad, what's up, man? It's your boy TGU. Hey, so it's early as hell in the morning, right? It's like almost 4 o'clock in the morning. You're probably thinking after hearing that, TGU, you're absolutely fucking insane. What are you doing outside? And where are you going at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning? Well, I'll tell you guys. Your boy has been on that gym grind. You feel me? Your boy's been on that gym grind, and I've been going at it hard every weekend. I've been kind of going every morning around this time, like 4 or 5 in the morning. So just to get a quick early morning workout, come home, get some sleep, and then, you know, the muscles will be able to relax and whatnot. But I'm excited for this one today, y'all. It's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good one. Prayer hands in the comments for your boy, because it is about to go down.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Hey, man, we just gonna talk a little bit, and y'all get to see me suffer. So, hey, it's the best of both worlds. But I'll catch y'all in the upload.
One, yeah, rush came in. So that boy get out my face, yeah, that boy's not my friend. I had beef with a pussy, so I fucked all on his kin. They all hated me till the rush came in. Yeah, they hate, why looking like I'm Barry State, homie, yeah, the chain, yeah, he dripping like a day,
Look at the veins. Oh, yeah, it's workout season, baby. So, hypochondriac. Can you imagine how many times it took me to say that word correctly? 2 times. 2 times, because I mispronounced it once. and then I heard him say it in one of the tracks, and I was like, okay. Hypochondriac. Yeah, I said it like that. But hey, man, what's good, you guys? It's your boy TGU. We back in the stew for another special treat for you. You feel me? Alright, y'all. So today, right, I'm gonna bring you something a little different.
Oh, say less.
Right? Obviously, your boy's trying to put on a bit of a showcase, a bit of a show for his goons, you know what I'm saying? By the way, thank y'all for holding it down the way y'all been holding it down for the last week or so since the last upload. By the way, the Harry Mack reaction is doing great. I love you guys for the support as always. Thank you so much. To all the new subscribers, thank y'all for stopping through and joining the Goon Squad, man. We appreciate y'all endless support, endless love, man. It's always appreciated. And more Harry Mack is on the way, more sewer persons on the way, more little darkies on the way. Y'all know the vibes, man. Well, probably not a little darky in the sense that y'all want me to do it. Just like how this video is gonna be a little different, right? So today I'm gonna bring you guys a review as opposed to a reaction, right? Now, you might be thinking to yourself, TGU, what made you not want to just go ahead and just react to the Hypochondriac album like you react to all them other albums? Well, so you know, long story short, your boy don't really feel the best. So I'm not trying to bring you a dry ass reaction when I can just simply give you my thoughts on the couple of tracks that I've already listened to off the album. And then maybe when I feel better, I can bring y'all the second half of the album, because I reacted to about half of the album, right? And then there's another half left of it. So hey, maybe if this video right here, if this review gets, I'll make the like goal 50 likes for this review right here, and I'll give you guys a smack dab reaction to the second half of brakence Hypochondriac album as soon as I feel better, man. It's gonna go in order of the sewer tier list, because the sewer tier list is long overdue. I was supposed to drop that shit like the first week of December, and yeah, shit's just been happening. You know, busy with this, that, and third. Harry Mack reaction, boom, boy gets sick, sidelined for about a whole week or so. So definitely threw me back a little bit, but hey, we starting to feel a little bit better. I got my fair flu over there. I was drinking it while I was prepping for the reaction, or not reaction, I guess, review. But yeah, man, without further ado, intro been about long enough. Let's go ahead and get into the review. I'm so used to saying reaction that saying review is like coming off the tongue weird. But anyways, man, let's get to it. Now, just to keep my thoughts a bit more concise and put together well, and not end up stumbling over words and whatnot while trying to search for what to say about the different tracks, I decided to go ahead and write down my thoughts on each track on my special notepad I use for any planning or whatnot for the channel, right? So let's start it off right? We got Buggin', right? And this is gonna be a quick little 20-second.
I'm staying up all night, so what can I do to make me get over you? I'm letting go of all my vices. I'll make the sacrifices, all I can do to make me get over you.
Yeah, so that track right there was so good, right? I felt this one was a really well composed track. It featured a lot of like nice arrays of unique production styles and techniques that really brought the track to life, especially the beat, right? The beat was really nice in this one. It really captured my attention right off the bat, and it made for a really good first track of the album. And overall, the vibe on this track was just so nice. It really, if you're a new listener to Brakence, I can definitely see this track making you a fan, right? So like for a lot of diehard fans, they had that one track they listened to first that sold them on Brakence. You can listen to Bugging and be like, you know what, I'm gonna tune into this guy, I'm gonna lock in with this guy. And I think that makes for a very good first track for an album. So, and then also, you know what I'm saying, in terms of the lyricism and storytelling in the track, I think that was also top notch. It was very nice overall, and I feel like it was relatable enough that it could hit home for both the diehard fans and new listeners alike, which is also still a really good thing too. So I went ahead and gave Bugging an 8 out of 10, right? Let's move on to the next one. I'm starting to heat up. I need to go lay down again. But hey, man, the next track here we got is Caffeine.
I ain't need no doctor. I be sipping straight black, whipping up the Honda. I be spitting this shit too fast, I can keep a saunter. I'm gonna give away excess cash, bring no fucking haunty, yeah. A bad bitch with the messy hair. Yeah, I've been on my own shit and I never care. So done with the good for nothing. The wild so self.
Right? This is the second track of the album, and Caffeine picked up the momentum heavy from Buggin'. Buggin' started off nice and easy, you know, got us into it real nice and smooth, right? Really solid track, but Caffeine turned it up a little a couple notches, right? It just felt like it completely shifted the vibe, and it turned it up. It turned it up right off the bat, right? As soon as the track starts, it's turned up, right? Immediately. The overall storytelling and lyricism, coupled with the constant breakdowns and ramping up of the beat and the production overall, it really sells that feeling one would have, say, if they were caffeinated and, you know, just had like a million different thoughts and was super hyper focused and just having all these things racing through their mind. It kind of sells that feeling. So really solid overall. And honestly, I'm gonna give Caffeine a 9 out of 10. I was wavering between 8.5 and 9. I'm gonna go ahead and just give it the 9 and leave it at that. But next up, we got probably my favorite track so far on the album. Let's get right into it. So for the, I'm not gonna say nothing just yet, right? Because this one has the potential to be the best on the album, and I really fuck with this one. We got Track 3, Venus Flytrap.
Think you better when she don't even ask me. 3 chords and she all over me nasty. She got me smothered, got me bugging last week. Leave a scar on my soul, cause it's smarter to fold. I take you better when she don't even ask me. 3 chords and she all over me nasty.
Now, Venus Flytrap came out the gate with some heavy production, right? And it immediately sucks you in, and then it just constantly goes from it felt like a perfect blend, right? A perfect blend between what Bugging gave you as a nice little chill ease into the track, very solid dope track, and then what Caffeine gave you in terms of ramping up the production, ramping up the beat, ramping up the overall style, right? I felt like it was a nice blend of the two, and it just had such beautiful composition, especially that shift between the first and second half of the track. Definitely got me hooked, right? That's when I knew. I knew it was beyond the other tracks. Not leaps and bounds, because these other 2 tracks were really solid, but this one separated itself. And so, right, I'm not going to give Venus Flytrap a 10 out of 10 because that would mean it's an all-time great track. I don't believe it's an all-time great track, but it's very, very, very good. And so I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's not really missing too many elements to it, but it doesn't hit me the same way for me to give out a 10 to it. You know what I'm saying? So Venus Flytrap, as good as it was on the first listen, because again, a lot of these are first listens. Bugging and Caffeine I've listened to before, and listening to them again, they solidified as really solid tracks. Venus Flytrap is my first time listening to this one, and off of first listen, getting a 9.5. There's not a whole lot that it can go down. It can probably go down like maybe half a point or a point, but I don't see it doing that. I think it's going to hold on. Venus Flytrap, 9.5 out of 10. Let's go ahead and go on to track number 4. Alright, so for track 4, we had Teeth.
Take a breath before my ego pop. Play a set like I'm a handmade prop. Put the clay in my oven and petrify. Suffer restraint if that's fear-based art. Dated flesh is why the photos cropped. I'm possessed the way I play my part.
And Teeth was cool. You know what I'm saying? Teeth was cool. It was a cool track. But honestly, you can't give us a track like Venus Flytrap and then follow it up with just a above average brakence track like Teeth. Teeth was really solid though. It was solid. I don't want to sound like I'm hating on Teeth, because Teeth was not a bad track. It had really solid lyricism, and it painted a nice story for the listener that you could. And that's really just any brakence track that I'm coming across. Honestly, they do a really good job of overall, from the production and the lyricism. It paints a nice scene in the listener's mind. Because for me, I like to listen to music when I'm with my eyes closed, so I can really absorb every aspect of this track, like all the different nuanced things, all the different ebbs and flows of the track. It lets me just lock in and not be distracted by anything else. So I caught a lot of things from Teeth, but I just feel like it just had the misfortune of coming after Venus Flytrap. And so for me, when I was listening to it, I found myself a lot of times just not caring for certain parts, or just overall just getting like disinterested in certain parts of the track. So for that reason alone, and it might not be fair in the first listen, hey, give me another listen or two, I might love Teeth, who knows. But right now, I'm giving Teeth a 7.5 out of 10. And we're going to move on to the next track, which is Intellectual Greed. Let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, man, so Intellectual Greed was actually a pretty nice one. I'm not going to lie.
Now I'm selling at the seams, and only God can hear my screams, 'cause I know everything, when I know everything. Oh, how I'm learning like a fool, I'm always up in the pace. I said we're chasing something beautiful.
It kind of felt like it was on the same tier as Teeth for me though on the first listen. So I did in fact give this one a 7.5 out of 10. But just to elaborate on why I gave it that, or why I felt like I needed to, basically, you know, this is the thing too. I was a really big fan of the rock theme overall in Intellectual Greed. It was kind of like it was kind of constant throughout the track, but it was heavier in like that midway section, and I really locked in there. I really liked that part of the track, and I felt like it was a highlight of it. And the track overall was really nice. But again, it just felt like a slightly above average track for Brakence. Like if you're a diehard fan, I think for most diehard fans you can agree that Intellectual Greed wasn't truly like one of his absolute best tracks. And honestly, I might end up bumping it up. Just like I might end up bumping up Teeth, but on the first listen, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7.5 out of 10 as well. And so, that leaves us with the last track of part 1, right? Which is, part 1 is going to be the review. Part 2, if you guys get to 50 likes, by the way. Get to 50 likes, go if you like the video, if you're liking the video right now. But, if you guys get that 50 like goal, you're going to get that reaction to the other half of the album. So, the last track for the first half of the album is going to be 5G. Let's go ahead and get right into 5G. For 5G, right? For 5G.
Baby, don't be my crush when the sick get gory. Got that radioactive touch, I'm from purgatory. She heard the story, I've been
Wearing a demon, barely been eating, scrolling all night, that's why I can't get the grieving.
Baby, don't be my crush when the sick get gory. Got that radioactive touch, I'm from purgatory. She heard the story.
I went ahead and gave 5G an 8 out of 10 on the first listen. Now, I put it on the same tier as Buggin', but for different reasons. For Buggin', I liked the vibe overall. It was very chill, and it was very nice. And it was just a very well-composed track overall. And like I said before, it featured a nice array of unique production techniques that I felt really brought the track to life. In terms of 5G, the first 30 seconds is like a slap in the face from a goddess or some shit. Yeah. Like, it was tough. Like, the way it came in, I really liked that intro because it grabbed my attention right off the bat. It grabbed it right off the bat, man. It was super catchy for the most part, right? It was super catchy. It carries the vibe the whole time. And, you know, like most Brakence tracks, it transforms ever so slightly every couple of seconds. And to give it a little bit more zing to it. Give it a little bit more pizzazz. Give it a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? So, honestly, overall, 5G just felt like a very, very solid track to get us to the midway point of the album. And so, I'm going to stand firm on that 8. I could change my mind, give it an 8.5, but I think an 8 is okay for where it is right now, especially on the first listen. So, I'm going to go ahead and stick with an 8 out of 10 for 5G. And with that, folks, that is going to do it for the Brakence Hypochondriac. We do know how to say that word. I do, in fact, know how to say that word now. Album review. This is going to be part 1, which is going to be an album review. And then part 2, again, if we get them 50 likes, I'm telling you, as soon as I feel better, I'm going to drop that shit next day type shit. But, yeah, man, I'm really trying to get back on my grind. I don't like promising like a set schedule anymore, because the last 2 or 3 times I tried to promise on a set schedule, it's worked out for like half the week or half the schedule, and then some shit happens in real life, or something happens or in my personal life, and it messes up everything. So you guys basically just take it as it comes, enjoy it as it comes, and love and appreciate it as it comes. I hope and pray that you guys enjoy the content. Again, we have bigger plans coming as well for tier list, for IRL content that's not just reactions, not just reviews, not just whatever the case may be. And by the way, I do plan to get back to streaming. I do love streaming. I think I like streaming more than making videos, actually. So it's just like however it comes. But hey, man, love you guys. I'll let you guys go so I can go ahead and get myself together as well. But all in all, thank y'all so much for the support. Thank y'all for the continued love. And I will see you guys in the next one. I can't even do the bye. Bye, guys.